And we back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am broke once again. We just got $15 to try to create the perfect lineup of players under the age of 25. Now this graphic that we're using today was created by House of Highlights. Shout out to my family over there. But low-key, I think it was inspired by ESPN. Because ESPN dropped their annual NBA's best 25 under 24 ranking the youngster, and it had Twitter going crazy. Now personally, I don't know who made or didn't make the list because ESPN has everything behind a paywall nowadays. I can't do $6 a month. But listen, I've been in those meetings before, y'all. I mean, not specifically with ESPN, but I've been in those meetings before, y'all. It's all bait. Don't fall for it. But anyway, those two things came together to make today's video. We have to put together the perfect lineup of players under 25. Now, we've done a lot of these before in the past, so that's why I kind of steered away from this one for a minute. And then I got so many people adding me, Kenny, we need this. So I just replied, bet. But I did want to switch it up at least a little bit. Instead of creating one lineup that's gonna win a championship, because it always does, because I be doing these type of things, I decided to make two different lineups, one out east, one out west, with different motives / ways of being built, if that makes sense. So we want to see if we can build two teams differently to meet each other in the championship. I want you to leave a like on the video, y'all. We are on the road to 1 million subscribers. I know I've been saying it a lot over the past month, but it's a fact. We are inching our way there, and I appreciate all the new guys for subscribing. I appreciate the OGs for leaving likes on the video, and I want you to use that comment section, man, because there are an endless amount of lineups that you can create that could potentially be better than mine. So use that comment section, let me know how I did, and try to beat it. Let's get into it. Today's video is brought to you by Nissan. So I was lucky enough to get invited to Nissan's Fan Cave in Indianapolis for March Madness. Had an absolute blast. Here go the highlights. What's up, y'all? This is Kenny. I am at the Nissan Fan Cave in Indianapolis getting ready for the road to the Natty. Every second matters. Favorite upset so far has to be UCLA. Personally, I got Michigan.
They're going against UCLA.
Then I got Michigan by 20. So I didn't crack the top 10 this time, or the time before that, or the time before that. But I am still having a lot of fun. We're going again. Just excited to be here so I can watch some games live. Can't believe it. There it is. What? How? I cannot express how excited I am. Indianapolis back with March Madness. So again, I want to thank Nissan for giving me the opportunity to have a lot of fun in Indianapolis and go to their fan cave. Now let's get back to the video. Who is the player that we want to rebuild around? Typically, that's what I try to go into. Who is the player we're spending that big time buck on, and then I try to get the pieces, you know what I'm saying? So let me start off with my $5 player on lineup number 1. It will be Zion. Yeah, this man Zion is different. If you ain't been watching the Pelicans / Zion play for this season, you've been really missing out because this man has been unguardable, unstoppable. You would think a 6'6" power forward running to the basket would get blocked every single time. He actually gets blocked a decent amount, but he gets his own rebound and he goes right back up because he's got Pogo Stick Hall of Fame. The man is unguardable right now. So again, if you missing Pelicans game / missing Zion Williamson, you need to tune in because this man is great. He's only year number 2, and I can't see a world where anybody's guarding him anytime soon. So for $5, I am building my team around Zion. Now, when you go big buck like that on a superstar player, you got to start thinking about those budget players. Those players that can fill the roles that you want, but for cheap. Now, what I think for Zion's future, what he will benefit the most from is getting a center / somebody to play alongside him that can shoot the ball. Because remember, we're talking about a 6'6", 6'7" power forward. He needs somebody to protect the paint that can also get out of the paint on the offensive side of the ball to allow him to work his magic, because y'all know he don't miss from within 3 feet. So when you look at this, it's only one player that really matters and fits those requirements, and it is Miles Turner. Yeah, 3-point shooting. I know it's down a little bit this season, but he's still one of the better 3-point shooting 7-footers in the league, and he leads the league in blocks. He's the perfect center to put alongside Zion. I don't know if 2K is gonna say that, but in real life, the eye tests tell me that Miles Turner is the man for Zion, and that is just $6 spent. Now, when I'm thinking about that budget player, I'm thinking about the budget row. So we got Lonzo, Anthony Edwards, Miles Turner, who I already got, Mikal Bridges, and Tyler Hero. There are no bad options on this board, by the way. Every time I see something like this that has all the best players under this age, I always feel great because I know that the NBA is in good hands. Look at this. The $5 option, these are all All-Stars already. The $4 option, we got multiple All-Stars, and a lot of the guys on this $4 option that haven't been an All-Star yet will be an All-Star. Wait. Ja's the only one in there. I am 100% confident Ja's going to be an all-star sometime in his career. Even the $3 option. Bam. Sabonis, already all-stars. De'Aaron Fox is averaging like 25 points per game this season. He'll be an all-star one day. Same thing with Shea. Jamal Murray has been great. Like, the league is in such great hands. Though the era of LeBron, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry will all be over within the next 5 to 10 years, I know that these up-and-coming players put us in a very good light. Very good light. That was a little tangent, but that just lets you know I'm excited about the way the NBA is going. So I got Miles Turner for $1. I look at the rest of those $1 options, and I talk to myself. I say, yeah, there's some more good players there that we can use. And the most criminally underrated player on this thing is a $1 option. I'm giving you a second to guess who it is. It's Mikal Bridges. You thought I was going with Lonzo. Lonzo is criminally underrated too, if you ask me. But Mikal Bridges is the most underrated player on this list. For $1, I get a guy with go-go gadget arms that plays his role greatly. He can stand in that corner, hit some threes. He's athletic. He's going to get chased down blocks. He's going to guard your best player. And for $1 to put alongside Zion and Miles Turner, that is easy pickings for me. So with us going that route, that leaves our guard positions pretty decent, man. I have $8. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, $8 for 2 spots. I am spending $3 on a guy that got a little bit of all-star buzz this season. One of the drippiest players in the NBA. I got to keep it a buck with you. Canada's very own OKC Thunder player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for $3. That feels like an absolute steal as well. And if I'm doing my mathematics right, we got 5 for Zion. 5 for Zion. We got 1 for Mikal, 1 for Miles Turner, and 3 for Shai. Our last spot is a $5. Yes, we got a dynamic duo of 2 superstar caliber players. And with that last spot, I'm taking Luka. Luka at the 1, Shai, Mikal Bridges, Zion, and Miles Turner? Come on, dog. That's a combination of budget / the best players on this graphic. That's team number 1. So now we're moving on to team number 2, which, like I said, I took a different approach. Instead of getting like 2 top tier players on this list, I decided to keep it a little bit low key, try to make a more evenly based team. Even as I say that, I did get a couple $4 options. The first one being Trae Young. I am starting to believe that Trae Young is becoming super underrated / disrespected in the league as well. Obviously, he was an all-star this season. He had a rough beginning. He kicked it up a little bit, became under the radar. The Atlanta Hawks are on a run right now, but nobody's talking about Trae Young. I even saw people on Twitter trying to debate between Trae Young and Lonzo Ball. Super underrated Trae Young is, and for $4, I'll easily take him on my team right now. So we go from a $4 option, I want to go down to a $2 option. And I had a lot of trouble trying to pick between the $2 centers. We have Jared Allen, we have DeAndre Ayton, both of them really solid at their own different things. I think the guy that I am going to go with, though, is Jared Allen, because I think he might fit alongside Trae Young a little bit better. That's a lob threat for Trae Young. He's going to block a lot of shots. If you probably aren't watching much Jared Allen right now because he plays for the Cavs, and the Cavs are on the little rebuild notion. But Jared Allen, really good player. I'm actually happy that they add him on this list. So that's $6 spent. I want to go back up to that $4 option and get our secondary star. And in this case, it is Jaylen Brown for $4. One-time All-Star this season. I am guilty of, after Jaylen Brown's rookie season, I was like, oh, he might not end up being an All-Star, which is fine. He proved younger me wrong, and he became an All-Star this season, so shout out to him. And he's definitely one of my favorite young players to watch right now, which is funny how things have changed from his sophomore season to now and him being an all-star. You know, this is why I gotta tell young Kenny and all the younger people out there, don't count nobody out. Don't, especially not a year 2 player. You're crazy if you're looking at a year 2 player and you're like, I already know what his ceiling is, because you're typically gonna be wrong, honestly. But I'll take him for $4. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that leaves us with $5 for 2 different spots at the power forward position. I'm going to get a guy that has been super surprising this season, man, because we knew this player was a bucket. Coming out of the draft, we knew he was a guaranteed bucket. He had a couple back surgeries, so he slid in the draft. But we were very curious about, will he be able to defend at an NBA level? And, well, yeah. 2K is kind of behind because they haven't really updated this guy's overall, but the way Michael Porter Jr. has been playing over the past month or so is really all-star-ish. 2K, get his rating up, because I think right now it's only an 83, and he has been playing way better than the 83 right now. So for $2, I think I'll take that. So that leaves us with $3 for this last spot. And if you look at the $3 option, we already used Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the other team, so I can't I can't really snag him right now. So I'm taking a point guard and making him a shooting guard, and I think that's okay because this player plays off the ball so much because he's playing with Jokic, Jamal Murray. And then I realized I have 2 Nuggets players. It is what it is. Jamal Murray is going to be running our shooting guard position. So that's Trae Young, Jamal Murray, Jaylen Brown, Michael Porter Jr., and Jared Allen as team number 2. In the comment section, tell me which one you think is better. I kind of have an idea which one is better, but hey, you never really know in the realm of 2K. So I'm going to put together my teams and throw them in the game. If I'm not mistaken, I got everybody that I need to get. Every time I film one of these videos, I know that if I have one mistake, it ruins the entire thing. So I got to go through it 100 times. Luka, Shea, Mikal Bridges, Zion, and Miles Turner. You can't look at this team, bro. You can't tell me this team is not making a championship run. Then we take a look at the Eastern Conference team. And you're like, Kenny, how did this team end up on the Miami Heat? It's because once upon a time when I was doing this, Bam Adebayo was my center. So I put him on the Heat. Basically, the league that we are playing in, I completely messed up doing trades to make this a reality. Trae Young, Jamal Murray. So we do have a smaller backcourt. That might be something that you think about as a concern. But I trust that Jamal Murray can hold it down at the shooting guard position. So we have Jaylen Brown, Michael Porter Jr., and of course Jared Allen. Both teams, if you ask me, look great. Okay, so what I'm about to do is try to figure out, based on overall alone, which is the better team. So I'm adding all of the team overalls up and then dividing them by 5. This team has an average overall of an 86.6. Don't sound too bad if you ask me. Oh, I think this is gonna destroy 86. This is about to destroy 86. This is definitely a more well-rounded team, but I think that's what we were going for when I created it. They're the exact same. What did I say? 86.6, right? I'm gonna do my math again, but I think we put together 2 of the exact same overall teams based on, overall. Insanity. I made 2 evenly matched teams. But like I said, we're living in a very random world. Let me show you how random it gets. LaMelo Ball is now playing with Nikola Jokic. How? Oh, I'm sorry. Tyler Hero's down there too. How? It was basically just me being very bad at my job. I was accidentally trading players away. Jimmy Butler and Victor Oladipo both play for the Mavericks. Luka's gone. This is their substitute for Porzingis is not even here anymore. Why was Porzingis a part of a trade? He had nothing to do with this video. He got traded away somehow. But at this point, y'all expect Devin Booker and Clint Capella are well, I guess Devin Booker is the new guy in Atlanta. But this, you don't expect anything less from a KOT for a Q video than just chaos. How did they end up with Porzingis? I gotta go back and try to figure out how the heck did they end up with Porzingis. Bam Adebayo got traded here because Jared Allen for Bam Adebayo was the deal. And all of that, I should have low-key made the Bulls slightly better, but we'll live with what we got. So I'm gonna simulate until these 2 teams go against each other and just see how things go, man. They better both be very, very good. Can you imagine if one team doesn't live up to expectations and don't hit the finals and the other one do? Here we go. As of right now, both of them are underperforming. 5-7, boys. We're 5-7 with this lineup. What I also did was turn off fatigue too, so you can't be like, Kenny, your entire team is tired. Nope, ain't no such thing as tired in this realm of the world. Luka's averaging a 38-point triple-double, so that's fun. Zion is averaging some good numbers as well. Both are just bad. We're gonna simcast a game with the boys going against each other, and just see, you better have a good game. It's a close one. We'll take a close one. Do we jump in? No, there was no reason to jump in. It was no reason to jump in. It got close, and then it didn't at the same time. A 40-point, almost 20-assist game for Trae Young, and then Luka with a 40-point triple-double. I might have to turn off fouling out because there's no reason for Andre Livingston to get any minutes. Maybe I do that. Can I do that this late in the video? Let's find out. Fouling out, off. Or this is a video in itself. Put a brain blast moment. Expect a video later in a couple weeks of me putting a foul out at 1 and seeing what happens in the NBA. Okay, I took foul offs off, and they should play against each other one more time this season. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have never been more disappointed in the roster than I am right now. And this ain't a rebuild, so I can't fix the problems. We just gotta roll with it. So the Pelicans are living up to their side of the deal. They are the 2 seed right now. Only a half game behind the Lakers, so it's close. The Heat just are bad. And maybe it is. I don't know what it will be. I was gonna say maybe it's because they don't have that go-to guy. This man is averaging 34 and 14. What? Like, Jared Allen's averaging 17. I don't understand why we're just a 5 seed. It don't make sense. You trying to tell me? Well, okay, the 4 teams above them are good teams, but I think we put together a well-rounded team of offensive defense here. It just ain't working. All right, this is the last time they'll go against each other other than the finals. Hopefully, if the Miami Heat can get things together, go on a playoff run. Oh, they're getting destroyed by the other team. Yeah. I don't know if the Miami Heat gonna live up to their side of the deal because they ain't built for it. They gave up 48 points to Zion and Luka. And Zion should have fouled out, but we took that off. Mikal Bridges should have fouled out, but we took that off. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Trae Young, why is nobody? How does Michael Porter Jr. play 48 minutes and put up 8 points? Jared Allen is an excuse because he is a center. He is there to get rebounds. He is there to block shots. I guess he is there to turn the ball over because he had 7 of them things. How do you turn the ball over more than Trae Young, who got the ball in his hands probably the whole game? 7, Jared? What are you averaging? 2.4 and 3.4. So you averaging 1 less than the starting point guard as a center. I don't know if I like that. All right, we're going to keep it going. That was the last time they'll go against each other. Playoffs, I mean, we'll be a playoff team for sure. Well, Luka's 40-point triple-double was enough for him to win MVP of the league. LaMelo Ball, there's a lot of lineups that I built. I tried to get LaMelo on the team. This is his statistics when he wasn't playing 48 minutes. He was playing close to 30, 36 minutes a game. Imagine if I gave him 48 minutes, what his statistics would look like. I wanted him on one of my teams, but I couldn't figure out where to put him. You know what I'm saying? Here are the rest of the people. Most improved goes to Michael Porter Jr. Even though if you ask me, he still underperformed quite a bit. Like, look at his per 36 numbers. He was bad. He was objectively bad this season. 2K got to fix Michael Porter Jr. He's way better than that. So we have a couple All-NBA first-team players. And that is it. Third team. And nobody on the second team. Okay. So Miami ended up with the 5 seed. New Orleans ended up as the best team in the entire league. And it might just be because, wow, there's a 3-way tie for the one. It was a 3-way tie for the 1 seed. We had the tiebreakers, I guess. Interesting. And it might just be because they don't have like a superstar. You know what I'm saying? We have one current all-star. Because Trae Young didn't make it this season. But we have one current all-star here. Maybe that's the reason. And of course, Michael Porter Jr. not living up to expectations. Can they make a run? Only time will tell. They're going against the Bucks. We lose game 1 on this side of the bracket. I'm more focused with the Miami Heat. I'm positive that the Pelicans are going to be fine. The first round exit, it's Michael Porter Jr.'s fault, ain't it? Yeah, 39%. Trae Young, 40 points per game, 50, 40, 86. Jamal Murray actually underperformed as well. Do I just have a bunch of underperformers? What? So the only person that came to play in this playoff series was Jared Allen and Trae Young. This is the second team I put together. I really put all the love on this side of the team, bro. Luka and Zion on the same team. Nobody's beating that in the 7 game. At least they shouldn't beat that in the 7 game. At least they shouldn't beat that in the 7 game. But apparently, just the normal current day Clippers are good enough to destroy my... Okay. Nice little comeback here. Okay. We getting out of here with a W. Third and fourth quarter comeback. We'll take that. We'll take that. We needed that bad. Sheesh, if we got eliminated in that second round like that. Come on, Luka. One more game just like this. One more game just like this, baby. Mikal. All right. This is my excuse for my team's underperforming. 2K didn't show Mikal Bridges no love in this game. I feel like I've said this 1,000 times, but it is a fact. They be having Mikal Bridges buns. He averaged 9 this season, but you have to remember, he was playing 48 minutes a game. He shot less than 40% from the field. He ain't never done that before, 2K, not even as a rookie. He's shooting 20% from 3 in the playoffs, huh? 20. They crazy, bro. 2K's a crazy place. All right, one more game. Gets the Clippers. Let's get out of this round, man. Get out of this round. There you go. That's a convincing win. No comeback coming from that. All right. Conference finals. We'll take a conference finals push. Thank you for a decent game, Mikhail. And we got the Shea Gilgeous 40 piece. Let's get it. Now we're going against the Lakers. Who this is their team. I guess they picked up David Nwaba, which is a surprise to me. Game 1, game 2. All right, so the LA Clippers were more difficult than the LA Lakers, it looks like, yes. And then we're going against the 76ers, who haven't made any changes to their lineup. Their front court is bad shooters. So let's sag off of those. Go under those screens, team. Yeah, this is the team that I put together first. Y'all saw me put together this team first. This is the team I had the most optimism about. Yeah, because they got Luka and Zion. What did we learn today? Don't try to put together one of these lists without getting a $5 athlete. That's what we found out today. Make sure you have at least one $5 athlete, and if you can get 2, you probably guarantee yourself a championship. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.